So there's so much talk ahead of the game about their fast tempo offense, but it looks like you guys really handled it from start to finish.
Yeah, disappointed though. I thought we looked tired. I didn't think we tackled very well. That touchdown at the end that's ridiculous. I mean, we should have shut them out. And I mean, they averaged a little over 3 yards of play. I think at halftime they were averaging a little under 2 yards of play. So we either need to get them in better shape. But I wasn't happy with the second half. First half, quarterback scrambles. We gave up 2 third downs in the first half. The 3rd and 4, we caused a turnover on it, but that was on me. That was a bad call. They made the right offensive play call, and the guys overcame me by causing a turnover, so that was good. The next play, we dropped an interception. We didn't get any tonight, so that target I put on them just got a little bigger. The 3rd and 10 in the second half was really disappointing. I mean, I think they were 5 of 18, but we talk about how good we want to be in coverage. 3rd and 10, we shouldn't give up. And so that was disappointing. Like I said, I thought we looked a little bit tired out there, so that's not their fault. That's a coaching fault. So I'll take care of that. We'll handle that this week. I mean, what that 200 yards offense?
Yep.
Should have held them to 100 yards. I mean, questions from that.
Were you happy about anything?
2 turnovers. I mean, we recovered 2 fumbles. That was good. I thought early on, I thought they were playing hard and they were rallying to the ball pretty good. I think we had a couple more guys cramping this year than we did last year, so we'll have to look at that. Now we've got a young group, so they might not have prepared themselves for the conditions. We might have done a better job last year as coaches, also getting them more hydrated, because we had a lot of guys that were we had that issue that we didn't have last year. It wasn't hot out there. I mean, it was hot, but it's not. I mean, we practicing hotter than that. So, and then maybe we were too nice to them. We took them inside the last couple of days in the walkthroughs and stuff, got them out of the sun, and maybe we shouldn't have. What else was I happy about? We won. The goal was to hold them to 1 less point than they did. We won. I thought, the best defensive player, and I'm taking him on our side of the ball, Turk. Unbelievable. That last field he flipped, that was awesome. I think it was a 75-yard punt. That can really help us as we go along in the season, changing field position. The touchdown that they scored, we got beaten man coverage. That was a lack of. That was a little part where I say we were tired. They didn't look to the sideline. We had to practice that when they look, we look, and I was trying to change it to a zone. We would probably have made an easier play, and we didn't get it done. So we got to work on that.
Did they seem disappointed that they didn't get a shutout? Could you tell from their demeanor at all?
Yeah, 12 minutes left, they scored. We gave them some life. And I want to give Coach Lewis a lot of credit. I thought Kent State kept fighting. I thought they fought hard. I think he's building the program the right way. But yeah, I think they were. We got a little complacent. We came out in the 3rd quarter. We did a couple different things. We got a couple turnovers. We got the turnover early on the 3 and out. We run a blitz to the boundary. They had a hard time blocking some of our barrel stunts inside. We knew that. We didn't tackle. We didn't handle the quarterback very well scrambling. That was the majority of their yards, and that was very disappointing because we put a lot of emphasis on that. Now, I think some of that is we had him wrapped up a few times, and he escaped. So that's going to come with some of the game 1 tackling. And I think Doug asked the question the other day, are you concerned about the lack of tackling we did? I don't know if that's from the lack of tackling or we were a little tired at the same time. So that'll go away as we play more football. I think they didn't play to my expectation of how hard we're going to play, so some of those longer runs would have been a little shorter. But that'll be easily fixed. We can fix that in practice. That's not a problem. What other things was I happy about?
Any of the younger guys that really
Willie Hart's. You know what I thought? Willie Hart's. Now, it's never as good as you think. It's never bad as you look until you watch it, and I'll watch it tonight when we get done here. But I thought Willie did some really good things, made a couple plays in coverage that were really good. And I thought Kiwan, I think he had an assignment mistake. We're supposed to be in a man-free coverage with a low hole robber. He should have been in the deep middle, and he stayed low. Let's see, 5 of 18 on 3rd down. The second to last 3rd down there, we've run a field pressure. They slip a tackle and get 3 yards, and they get the 1st down. That's one that should have been 4 of 18. Little things, and like I say all the time, it's easier to fix those things when you win. We'll make sure they're in better shape next week. We won't get to see what Sacramento State's going to do until Saturday. So tomorrow we'll have a really, really fun meeting, getting all these things corrected, and we'll take them outside and stretch and run, because I think it's really important to get the blood flowing the day after a game. There's a lot of guys. I mean, football's I tell them all the time, you're going to feel really, really good going into the first game, and you shouldn't feel good the rest of the season, because if you do, you're not a very good football player. And so there's going to be some dinged up bruises that'll be sore, but I think you need to get the blood flowing through them tomorrow, so we'll run them a little bit, and that'll help with the conditioning. But our expectation is to fly around the whole time, and I thought we got a little tired, so that's on me.
Apparently, Thomas and Lucas had to play through some injury and illness things. How did you think?
Kalen and Chase were both sick during the week. To the point where they were throwing up pretty good, both of them, so we didn't practice them on Thursday. I think that affected them a little bit. Kalen dinged up his shoulder a little bit, but he was able to come back from that. Little nagging things that happen in a football game, nothing I thought they overcame. Him missing practice, the two of them missing practice on Thursday, I think it affects them. I mean, I don't think these young kids think it does, but it does. And it's good. We can show them how the difference being sharp. Now, we tried to watch Chase's reps a little bit, and I think we probably played Jack a little bit more than we anticipated, but he did a nice job. I mean, he's the one that caused the fumble on the first one that they broke for first down. So, I mean, he helped there. And good for him. He overcame his ankle and was able to play more than we anticipated, so that was good.
You guys had some week with Cade and Chase.
You know, we've had a lot of guys get sick, and I don't know if I say it all the time, we're germaphobes. I mean, if you don't ever expose your body to germs, you can't fight it off. So I don't know. Maybe there's somebody will email me about some science about how to get healthy, but we gotta find a way to overcome that stuff. I mean, I don't get sick, so when I do, I don't know. I guess I'm blessed.
Can you go into Turk a little bit more? Because, I mean,
Yes.
we knew what we could do, but then actually seeing it.
You know, I agree with you. Seeing it in a game, I mean, you can see somebody punt a ball in practice or pregame, and they look really pretty, and then they get in the game and they hit it sideways or they hit it 25 yards. Man, he's got a really bright future, and he can really help this football team because his leg is so powerful. What we're going to have to do is get those guys faster outside covering, because we did a pretty good job tackling on that team because those guys had a lot of space. I mean, a couple times he outkicked the coverage, so if we can shorten the length of the kick a little bit and get it a little higher, which being an ex-backup punter and all that stuff, I can throw my 2 cents in there, and then Coach Slocum can tell me to shut up. But we can adjust some of those things. And good job, Kobe. Good job, Kalen. We can adjust a few of those things, but he's going to really help our football team, and he's a big weapon on defense. I mean, because we can pin him back there. I think he had 3 punts inside the 20, if I remember right. So he averaged like 65 yards on 5 kicks. That's pretty freaking good, I mean, for anybody. And the coverage team was pretty good because the net punting was pretty good. So I think that was a really positive for us. It was good. What else?
You know, everyone said, well, he really is better than Sleep, and Sleep was pretty good, but I mean, then you see.
He was
wow,
tonight.
He really is.
Yeah, he was tonight. So that's one game, and we got to keep going so that it's going to help our football team. It's going to help us on defense. We can change the field like that, because I think we can get to the point where people have a really hard time driving the ball 80 yards against us. A couple times we stopped some field position. Maybe there's another thing to be positive about. We got a couple times that they got the ball around midfield, and we were able to keep them from moving the ball. The one time that they scored, that's disappointing to me. They were at one point in the third quarter, they had about 130 some yards. I thought that we would finish around 150, so that goes to getting tired a little bit. So we gotta fix that. I'll fix it.